Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. Here are 4 court shorts you probably didn't catch. And I'm kicking it off with Judge Hamilton. Because if most men had her as a mother, their future would be bright and they would not forget their shades. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
See, Robert Welch.
Hello, Judge Hamilton.
Hi, Mr. Welch. Why did you miss your court date?
I actually blanked it out. I sold the car. I was in the middle of trying to get that exemption renewed. I haven't had it renewed yet, so I just totally blanked out the court. That's what it came down to. I just blanked out the court.
I never blank out on you.
I know.
Okay. So you have obstructed view through windshield, exhibition of acceleration, 2 restriction on windows, and the window tint label required. Your time served on really all of them. So you
Okay.
could plead not guilty, maintain your plea of not guilty, or change your plea to guilty or no contest.
I guess guilty.
Guilty? Okay. Then I'm gonna time serve. Okay.
Okay.
Now you don't have to come back to court, but you know you're gonna continue to get stopped for that windshield.
I actually sold the vehicle.
Oh, that's right. You just said that.
Yeah,
Well,
I sold the vehicle, so now you won't be seeing me as much as you see me.
well, I'm sad, but where are your sunglasses?
They are in the car.
Why'd you do that? No, well, go buy new ones, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good luck to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Up next, we have People versus Camden Hefner. It's file 24-6921FH. We've got the prosecuting attorney, Ms. Goodrich, in the room, Mr. Gilbert for the defense, and Mr. Hefner is with us as well. We are here for a docket call on the underlying case with trial scheduled for October 9 and 10, but we also have to arraign Mr. Hefner on not 1, but 2 warrants. So, Mr. Hefner, it's alleged that you are in contempt of court for a couple of reasons. One, on August 13th, I signed a warrant for your arrest. Looks like you were arrested on September 5th on that warrant. That warrant alleges that you're in contempt of court for violating the conditions of your bond by committing a violation of the criminal law in Isabella County on August 10th, 2025. And the documents attached to that show that you were charged down there with 2 felony counts of resisting or obstructing police. There's a second warrant that I have signed today. And that warrant alleges that you are in contempt of court for more criminal violations alleging that you violated bond by having a gun in your possession on September 4th and by violating the laws. And it looks like you have been charged in Sheboygan County with intentional discharge of a firearm from a motor vehicle. You have the right to have a hearing on those allegations where your contempt would need to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, right, to the assistance of your lawyer. If I find and to present any witnesses in your own defense, to cross-examine any of the witnesses presented against you. If I find you to be in contempt, I could jail you for up to 93 days or fine you for up to $7,500 for both. Also, if you're violating the conditions of your bond, I can order your release revoked. Mr. Hefner, do you understand the rights that you have and the maximum penalty you face?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert, do you know I wish to proceed on this?
At this time, we're requesting a hearing, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf to the contempts. And where are we at in the underlying case, Mr. Gilbert?
We're in second position on our 1 trial date. I believe it's the first part of October.
All right, so Mr. Hefner, we're going to leave your trial on for October 9 and 10. There's another case of a guy who's in prison who would preempt you for that if he wants to go forward. So let's come back for a docket call on the September 30 date. All right, so any comments you want to make as to release?
Oh, Your Honor, considering I would just have to ask the court to consider a bond. I know that he has something pending in Isabella. And also here, I just asked the court to follow the bond that's been established on the district court.
And Mr. Julia?
I would ask that bond be, or continue to be revoked. He's got one charge on this fellow for assaultive behavior with law enforcement. And just last week, he's got new allegations of firing a gun off a vehicle in the city of Sheboygan. 2 felony charges. I would ask that bond continue to be revoked.
Mr. Hefner, there's, you got a right to have a trial on all these things. We're going to get those scheduled for you, but there's an old saying you might want to start thinking about. If you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. While you're on a felony bond, you catch a felony resisting police in another county, and then you catch a felony shooting a gun from a car, you are going to sit. No bond. On this case, bond is revoked. I'll see you on your trial date on October 9th.
The MIDC, Ms. Henry is our clerk, Ms. James is our reporter. Let's go ahead and hear from you, Ms. Endres. If you could go ahead and get the court up to speed on the new counts 5 and 6, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Counts 5 and 6. So count 5 is a violation of condition 3, making a truthful report to the probation officer monthly. On or about 9/2, the defendant failed to report as scheduled. And then count 6, which is a violation of the GPS tether system, in which the defendant allowed her GPS tether to die and failed to charge it.
All right, and that's the same count in both files, or counts in both files, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And the, let's see, file 6-7, the underlying charge or conviction, I should say, is larceny in a building, which is
It's time for me to go outside. Like,
Hold
I'm
on.
so sick
Hold
of
on.
everything. I'll take
Do
the
you remember,
plug.
hold on. Do you remember I said I'm going to let you speak, but you have to wait until I ask you to? We're making a record and we can't talk over each other, Epcot. So just hold tight for a moment. I have some things I have to put on the record. Both files have convictions that are 4-year felonies. The second file, that's 966, is possession of a controlled substance analog. All right, ma'am. So here's where you stand. You've already been charged with counts 1 through 4 in these 2
I
files.
know where.
Oh, ma'am, wait. Remember, hold tight. Counts 5 and 6 are additional counts, but they're treated the same way. They haven't been proven yet. That would happen at a hearing. At that hearing, the department would present evidence as to why they think you had these additional violations. So they'd produce witnesses, documents, exhibits, and you'd have the right to cross-examine their witnesses, present your own defense. If you needed someone to appear for that defense, I would certainly order that to happen. At the end of that hearing, Judge Hamlin would make a decision based on a preponderance of the evidence standard.
I want Clark.
Hold on. That's a tipping.
That's the one I
scale.
used to take care of.
All right, hold on. I don't want to have to put you on mute, okay? But I will if you keep interrupting me. Now, that's the standard. It's a tipping of the scales. At the end of that hearing, as I said, Judge Hamlin would make that decision. If he thought the department met that burden, he'd find you guilty. If he thought they didn't, they'd find you not guilty. You do have the right to an attorney at each and every phase of this process, and if you can't afford one, we would appoint one for you at the public's expense. All right, Mr. Jarboe, you've had a chance, I assume, at this point to speak with Ms. Babcock. Is that correct?
Well, we attempted to speak to her. It was a little bit difficult, but given the fact, Your Honor, that these are simply added counts to PVs that she's already been arraigned on and has counsel, we would simply enter not guilty pleas. Mr. Graff has already been appointed to represent Ms. Babcock on both files. That representation would continue.
All right, very good. I'll go ahead and do exactly that. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas with regard to count 5 and 6 in each file. Mr. Jarboe, is there anything else that we can address today?
I don't think so, Judge. I think there's some issues with mental health that maybe the jail might want to address here shortly, but I don't think anything else for this.
Every time.
All right. Well, there does appear to be some evidence
I
of
went
that.
to go take the drug test for their fucking job, and what did they do? They locked me up.
Based on the outbursts that we're hearing.
I've been a fucking nurse, and I'm fucking sick of this shit.
All right,
They have done me.
So here's what we're going to do. We'll make sure that Mr. Graff knows where you are and that you've been arraigned on these matters. He'll be in touch here in the very near future. You've got the right to have these hearings I discussed within 2 weeks. I'm assuming that you'll certainly want that to happen.
Can I go outside
All right.
and just
Thank you, Mr.
relax
Jarboe.
a little bit? Like,
Thank you,
God
Ms. Babcock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thompson, how did we want to proceed in this matter?
Your Honor, there is a plea offer. The updated plea offer is that Mr. Gilmer pled guilty to count 1 The prosecutor will dismiss the additional counts in the first time in the habitual offender status. I've discussed that offer with Mr. Gildner. He's indicating he wants to reject that offer and go to trial.
Okay, Ms. Cope, is that a correct statement of the offer first?
It is a correct statement of the offer.
All right, so Mr. Gildner, you wanted to proceed with trial in your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Cope, how much time do the people need to be ready for the trial?
We just got the additional labs back from the Michigan State Police Crime Lab last week. I think we can be prepared in 30 days. I anticipate this being a 2-day trial, given the number of charges and some of the lab testimony.
Mr. Thompson, how far out would you like the court to set the trial?
Well, I did just recently get some lab results that are technical, so I would ask for a reasonable amount of time to be able to review those and consider trying to get that evidence. So I could ask for 60 days.
And would you agree with 2 days as a duration?
Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
We'll set it for a 2-day jury trial, about 60 days out. I will set it for a final status conference on the motion day prior to the trial date. That will be the plea cutoff. So, Mr. Thompson and Mr. Gildner, to the extent that you would want to consider any additional or different plea offers, the final conference would be the last date for that. Ms. Koch, are you anticipating any motion practice?
That is possible. I need to do some research into Mr. Gildner's criminal history, which is fairly extensive. So I will get those done as soon as possible.
Okay, Mr. Thompson, any motions you're anticipating?
I'm not anticipating any motions. I would ask the court to include a motion cutoff for that to include any possible, 404B or 608 evidence, if that's what she's referring to.
Okay, so the final status conference will be the plea and motion cutoff. So any motions would need to be filed and set for a hearing no later than the date of that final conference. Ms. Koch, any other dates I can address for your side today?
No.
Mr. Thompson.
I guess my only question, I would be looking to, I may be looking to ask for a lesser included charge on this. Does the court require that by motion, or is that sort of handled at trial?
I think we would talk about that as part of the final instructions.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't think that's something we need to.
All right, so you don't require a separate motion. All right, thank you, Honor.
All right, Mr. Gildner, do you have any questions about how we're going to go forward with your case?
I'm kind of confused anyways, but yeah.
Make sure that you talk to Mr. Thompson. He's your attorney. He can answer any questions that you have. Okay.
I think there's been a lack of communication. Yeah. Should I address that? What happened back there in the salary or?
It's got nothing to do with the case.
Oh, it does to me. There ain't nobody addressing that. I had a fork on me or spoon, and the person that was running the deal had a road cop come in. She sexually touched me in my private stuff.
The jail probably has a process for making complaints, so.
Well, there ain't nobody done nothing about it. I keep telling people and they ain't done nothing, so I just put it out here on the table. It's embarrassing, humiliating.
All right.
And every time I've asked the sheriff to do something, he's put it off. I mean, my dog got poisoned out there and stuff. And I'm fed up with everything here.
All right, the only thing I can recommend that you do is file a complaint with the jail, and I believe they have a process for that. Okay, that's all for this hearing today. Thank you.
Thank you, Honor. Yeah, go back with.